So unfortunately, we kind of get through the door because we're not technically registered in the agency's records or something. It's interesting. Well, shoot, did it say? I'm not sure.
You'll experience things that won't seem real, but you have to stay focused. It will take you a while to get your bearings, but you'll be better off than the others.
And about the others,
I told you before, completely expendable. They have no bearing on the mission. If they get in the way, you know what to do.
So just going by that dialogue,
find Leslie and bring him back. That's
you'll
all that matters.
have trouble in the beginning, but later on you'll be better than them. To me, I thought that meant, okay, well maybe these first 2 chapters in the first DLC will be mostly stealth and whatnot, and then later on I'll get guns and stuff. Because, so you'll be better off than them in the
I
end?
don't think anyone's gonna help me out with this.
How is that true when Sebastian has literally an arsenal of weapons, machine gun, crossbows, handguns, shotguns, sniper rifles, and Kidman gets a sawed-off shotgun near the end of her story? How is that better off? She can hold 5 extra shells, 1 in the chamber, and 5 extra shells, and that's it. That's all she gets for defense. Meanwhile, Sebastian can hold a handgun with over 12 bullets, super strong, kill an enemy in like 2 shots, have 50 extra bullets, shotgun, super strong shotgun with several shells, machine gun, all these weapons. He's better off than Kidman is. It's a damn lie.
Scanning. Please stay still until procedure is complete. Hand profile constructed. Please complete neural profile to complete authorization.
Here we encounter an enemy staple for these DLCs. The second vent that one dude came out of, outside the room, holds a collectible in it, by the way. So we just need to go this. Oh,
Maybe it's
don't mind me. So yeah, these guys are totally blind. Really reminiscent of John Carver's The Thing. Again, I love that movie. A lot of both. You know, I like the prequel, but not as much as the original. You know, the effects. The effects were cool, but practical effects just make a thing. You know. So yeah, those things are blind, but they have a hearing. Not super hearing, thankfully, but a decent enough hearing. I don't know even how you get over that one over there. Those bottles. It's assumed if there's an item there that you can get over there. These guys aren't too tough. It's the music and the heartbeat mimication in the audio. These guys aren't too tough. This guy will walk around back from there to where we are about. He won't go past the close to the ladder, thankfully. Little collectible light puzzle over there. Not going to do it, but I do want this bottle because it makes it a little easier. So you have to get around the guy to the right here to get to continue to get to the door or get under that. And you could lure him with your voice, but that alerts the other guy. Or you can get over there really easily. It takes like another minute. And throw a bottle, which triggers him. Triggered. Like, this is legit triggered. You know, people are like, oh, wow. No, I'm totally triggered or whatever. Saying that, oh, something's a mild annoyance to them. It's stupid. That's like legit trigger. You hear a noise and he's freaking out like, ah. Also, if you get close to them, they explode and insta-kill you, like pretty much everything else in this game. But if you immediately crawl into the vent, it doesn't hurt you, which is stupid because you're literally as close as you would have been to die instantly. It's silly. This guy only goes between there and to this gate right here because it makes a little plunking noise here. Yeah, it does that, and he's like, what was that? Oh, I'm gonna get some of that. Oh, it's nothing. Then he paces back between there and his original spot a little bit. These guys really aren't that big of a deal. In fact, you can easily... not these guys, because you have to crawl for most of them and there's not enough space. But... yeah, it's even more scary and tough because you have to crawl, you have to crouch, which makes it super scurry. Even though right here is a safe spot. If they get near you, they won't go like, oh, I suddenly hear you. They have to touch you. It's so stupid. Also, she's wearing high heels during this whole adventure. Ladies, or gentlemen, anybody out there who actually wears high heels on a regular enough basis to know, tell me, how difficult would this be crouching and walking like this with those high heels? I'd imagine, like, just walking a few steps you'd already be tired. It's probably a really good workout, though, if you think about it. But at the same time, like, see, it's so close. I got a little weird there. I was like, ooh. Imagine wearing the high heels in this. It's just like, that looks incredibly uncomfortable. How even could you do that? Like, I know technically we're on STEM and I don't think you get exhausted in here. Like, I know in one of the DLCs, you get reports on one of the people who becomes enemies saying like, oh, I can fight here all day and not even get tired. So I guess energy and tiredness is kind of different in here because this is like, sort of technically a dream-like thing.
Neural profile constructed. Profile matches terminated agent Julie Kidman. Termination reason: insubordination. Profile reinstated, but data sent to Central Mobius for analysis.
Insubordination? That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. I should be able to open these doors now.
A little bit of a foreshadow there. Getting a call from someone. It's weird. I don't know who it is, so I'm not going to answer. Inopportune time. Just a little bit longer. We're done with the chapter, but just walk through this door here. We'll be fine. Oh, but wait. Nope. Notice there's this convenient vent over here that seems to lead almost from nowhere to go almost nowhere. Well, yeah, it's weird. See, he can't do anything. This guy just appears. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, while that guy's busy over there trying to get me through that vent, just kind of do a little sprinty sprint. Also, I'm sure if she took the high heels off, it would increase her sprint meter a bit. But she can't run, like, at all. She can do a small sprint for, like, 8 feet and then huffs and puffs and goes, oh, I'm so tired. I could sprint faster than that, and I am super out of shape. One assumes you have to be fairly in shape, considering who you are. I'm wondering who this was that called me. It's weird. It says it was from a city nearby. Maybe it's... I don't know. I'm hitching a ride with somebody. I'm tagging along with somebody. They're taking me back to college next semester, so I don't know. I don't know. Probably the one guy who lives like 20 minutes away, a buddy of mine. I'm trying to be vague. I don't want to give out information. Interesting. Yeah, some of Kidman's stuff is involved in her. Oh, that sounds amazing. I can't wait to see what's down here. Oh, wait. I know what's down here. Pain and suffering. Oh, that's spooky. I don't know why you can't just get up. So health regen is increased dramatically when you're leaning against an item, like hiding. So that's pretty cool. But I'm not gonna bother regenning right now because we're gonna be instant killed by the next enemy we encounter, which is in this area. This isn't a fun one. My first time through, this took me several times. And I had to look up like exactly what to do. And the thing doesn't respond to light or sound much, really. And what is it, you may ask? Well, it's a sexy lighthouse. Well, we have to avoid a sexy lighthouse for a small amount of time in this room.
An error has occurred.
and it's really difficult and annoying. I don't remember if I did it, how many times it took me here. But the thing is, it always goes here and looks over there in this corner, and then it goes to the other corner of the room. And then from then on, I think it's pretty random. This part takes a little bit. Later in the second DLC, we have to do this a couple more times. I think the second DLC. We have to do this a few more times. Or the second chapter. Later on in the DLCs, we have to do something like this a few more times. But thankfully, the waiting time is dramatically reduced. Like here, we have to wait a good while. A good while. Oh, it's whispering Leslie. I'm not Leslie, go away. Yeah, if this thing catches you, what it can do is, its light will shine red, and if it's shining directly at you, yeah, at 50%, we're halfway there. It doesn't take a long time, but it takes enough. It will rage like that, and if its light's on you, you will walk slow, as if your stamina is low, or as if your health is low, rather. And you can't escape it, because it will walk faster than you. Also, you can't aim or do anything. You can only walk slow when its light is directly on you. It's really annoying. Really not good. Let me just avoid you. Doesn't take any damage for that stuff, unfortunately. We do, though, which is great. But thankfully it's not enough damage to kill me. Funny enough, the final boss... Ooh, yeah, see that where she put her hand over her face? That's what happens. She just stops. Getting away from this thing isn't too difficult. Well, it's a little difficult. Let's say we took a little bit of damage. Thankfully not enough to bring us down to half our health, which would have been really bad and annoying.
Keeping our facilities clean.
But we avoided it. My first time through it took me 3 times. Then I looked up exactly what... Then I did look up a video of another LP just to see how someone else takes it on and to learn its pattern. Because when you're playing it, well, for one, it takes a minute or two to get back into the battle, but when you're playing it, you're more focused on surviving that you don't really have time to sit and watch and learn. So, yes, I did watch another LP, just a couple minutes of that part, just to see, to learn, to watch it, to learn its patterns, to see exactly how it moves and what it does, and how you avoid it. I'm like, oh, it's actually not that bad. I thought you couldn't make any sound, make any noise, or any light, or anything. Not that bad, actually.
Okay, make it convincing. Detectives! I'm here! I'm safe! Sebastian! Joseph!
Mobius. So they sent you to take the boy back. And you trust him. Don't kid yourself. You're just as expendable as your partners are. As I was. After all I did for them. We'll see how loyal you are when you know the truth.
Are you all right?
Do you wish to remain in the dark about information that will undoubtedly disturb you?
We did it! We did chapter 1! Woo! Like, you see, an hour and a half was my first playthrough. This is my second. I didn't go for the collectibles. There's a couple side areas that I didn't show off. Like, when we took on those 2 guys, when I mentioned when we had to get the key card and then locked one in the room and then the other one. There was a small section there before you go down the stairs to the vending machine that dropped off the bottles that had a collectible or 2 in it, I think just 1. But I didn't go in there because there was no reason to, because there was just collectibles. But next time, chapter 2, and we'll have a great adventure. It only gets better from here.